we are exactly halfway through this month. Okay, it is the 15th. It is Wednesday. What's up? We made it. And I know a lot of y'all love to talk about getting the bag. I'm getting the bag. Having nice things and being able to travel in luxury. I mean, you probably deserve it, right? But eventually, people need other people, right? For many reasons. But don't dare get in a relationship to complete who you are. That's something you're supposed to do for you, alone, by yourself. For instance, my kids are a part of me, but they are not me. I can't say my kids can't leave me, or my kids can't go anywhere, or my kids can't grow up and want things for themselves because they complete me. Where would I be without my kids? Or when my kids eventually get older and they have their own desires and my kids leave me, I can't sit in my house and be like, I don't have nothing to do. What? My kids can be the idea or people that came from me, but as far as like to complete who I am, they can't be that. We got to learn to complete ourselves and then find people that are also what? Complete already. We are not building a bear. We are not putting together people who are broken. We are not being revelations to people to let them know, hey, you have some pieces of you that need to be mended and put together before we can push forward in the direction we're supposed to be going in. If you like to take on projects, cool. A lot of people like to take on projects, but not everybody finishes, okay? And I think it's very important for everybody to know what makes you happy, what makes you motivated, how can you motivate yourself, how do you self-care? You know, that's a word that's going around a lot, but a lot of people don't know how to do it. How do you consistently show appreciation to yourself for the little things? So let's chat. This is She Gets It Pod. I'm Shan. You already know. It's about to be a good show, as always, because everything I drop is flammable. Duh. What up? I just want to let y'all know that the girl got new merch. So, put in She Gets It Shop to find the new merch. Hoodies on there, new masks, sweatshirts on there, mugs, and some t-shirts, and I think a long sleeve top is on there. Still got the shot glasses up for y'all motherfuckers that like to drink. Whoop whoop! Now I could drink brown liquor without worrying about third human being. I think we could all benefit from not begging people to care for us like we need to be cared for. Not begging people to date us and start to date ourselves, okay? Teach people how to treat you by the level of integrity and standard that you provide for yourself, okay? Allow people to see that. Spend time with your single friends and not the people that are in relationships and telling you how easy it is and who you need to call back and you need to work it out. Okay? Listen to your inner thoughts when you are trying new things. Is it positive? Is it negative? Is it doubtful? Do you sound insecure in your head? We can't do things and not do things always based on outside opinion. Sometimes we gonna have to see for ourselves. Sometimes that's the best teacher, okay? And when you feel any sort of loneliness in that shit, just remember, loneliness is not a death trap. It's an awareness that you had fulfillment in the wrong things or the wrong people. And it's just like a self-checking thing where you should be enough entertainment and excitement for yourself. Now, if you peep and you realize that when you're alone, you're not fun and it's boring and You would rather, be around people that don't care about you the right way. You would rather be around, people who are indulging in either smoking or drinking or loudness, chaos. You're scared of being with yourself. And you might be boring. You might be boring as hell. And anyone that was with you and left, it's because they got what they thought you had of value in their opinion, and that was good enough, and they dipped. And if they left, some of us know our worth, and we dip. It's not always someone leaves us. Maybe you dipped. And that's fine. So when was the last time you felt good about being a solo act? I'm not talking about acting in particular. I'm just talking about when was the last time you felt good being by yourself? What were you doing? What were you doing? And think about that. Do you do those things anymore? Is it something you gave up doing? Is it something the person you were last with told you, you need to do less of that and more of this with me? Sometimes people do that. People like and gravitate towards people who are already happy. So if you're mean, shallow, and always negative, your ass ain't gonna cut it. Someone is going to be around you to gain something, gain what they need to gain, and they're going to deuces on you. The con about being happy in life, it's a double-edged sword, because good and bad people are going to come towards you because they're trying to see what they can suck out of you. And then the other people who are the good people are going to add to your good energy. But with everything, you need a boundary and you need limits. Don't be fooled, because personally, I always have to be mindful and recognize that continuing to interact with a person with how they disrespect me, or their tone, or the way that they say things, or their what's the word I'm looking for? Find it. They're deflecting of what they need to do onto you because that's their comfortable space to throw something on you so you can stop focusing on what they need to do. If that's something disrespectful to me, then that means me continuously allowing them my energy, or me continuously allowing them the space to be around me or interact with me, is me disrespecting myself. And anybody can peep that. You just gotta be mindful of the shit. Because when you're not mindful of the shit, you're allowed it to go on. Because some people are just not going to change. Some people are who they are, and you peep that, this is something that I don't want to allow for myself. And you ain't got to make an announcement. You don't have to say why I'm not fucking with you because of X, Y, and Z. Just stop fucking with them. Eventually, after a few months, they'll get the point. Eventually, after a few texts, they'll catch the vibe. Okay? And those who really can't handle not wanting to be dealt with, or someone not wanting to be around them, they're very direct with, you not talking to me? Or, is there a problem? Like, they can't handle it, right? I just need people to just complete themselves in a way and be aware of what their needs are, to set the tone for people who peep them. So, like, let someone see you taking care of yourself, doing good by yourself, focusing on yourself, being healthy, being aware, standing up for yourself to the point where they be like, I see him, but man, he got a certain type of taste for this, and I can't afford it. Or he into this, and I'm not there yet. Or I'm not dressed in a way to be in his presence and not feel, not ready. Like, I don't know what I'm going to say. Like, if a person sees you and feels like they can come at you any type of way, talk to you any type of way, dress any type of way, not brush their teeth, not comb their hair, not be respectful, then that's you disrespecting yourself by engaging with them. And that's just how I look at it. If the way that you take care of yourself makes people second guess how they approach you, makes them want to be their best, you motivate people to step it up. The way that you do work makes people want to do more for themselves, improve themselves, then that's a good thing. And so my thing is like, if everybody started to find the standards, the values, and the integrity that they need in every move that they make in life, everybody will be getting better. But it's the people that accept the less and settle for the disrespect and allow the least effort to get through the doors of time with them, effort with them, space with them, relationships with them, where if a person comes into that person's life later and wants them to up the levels, set a bigger standard, come in a better way, it's just like, ugh, you're too this, or you're fancy, or don't nobody do that. Yes, people do. This is just a standard that you're not ready for. And it's okay to be not ready for a certain standard of who a person is. But I just feel like it's a better gamble to be so good to yourself that when someone sees how good you are to yourself, they know that they either have to come and meet you at the level that you're at or top it. But if somebody sees you and they just like, oh, so I ain't got to be my best. I don't have to talk to you with respect. I don't have to carry myself with integrity. I don't have to have values or standards. I don't have to be a leader. I don't have to be responsible. You're going to pick up my slack. Why would they get better? Why would they improve? And I'm not saying if you treat yourself good, everybody that sees you or wants to be around you is going to improve. Some people just are not going to do it, and they're going to think that, oh, they're just elite and you just have to accept who they are. You don't. You don't. And some people are going to improve. But that's why I say, like, you're not losing a person if a person was never able to maintain the level of what you needed anyway. It's not a loss, it's a gain. Because every time someone leaves your life that was never fully about you or for your progress and your best, then that's space for the people that are supposed to be for your progress and your best to be around you. One seat empty is another seat full of the right shit, full of the right people. We want quality, not quantity, in everything. In everything. I'd rather have 5 of the best people who are truly about my progress and my growth over a room full of 1,000 people that think they like me. Like, quality, not quantity. If you sold a product and a customer got your product and that product sucked, you cannot hear their complaint and be like, I'm sorry that one product sucked. Let me send you 20 more of the same sucky ass product. Why would they want 20 more of the same bullshit that don't work? I'm just saying, it's another puzzle that's easily solved. Back to kindergarten, just slide that motherfucking wood piece onto the space and watch that sucker fall in where it's supposed to be. It's very easy. It's very easy. But a lot of people are in denial of not being complete by themselves, not knowing, what they need, and looking at other people on the outside of them to fill that need. No. You can't put your completeness in other people. They would run away with your shit. You can't. It's like me giving a safe of my prized possessions, things I can't replace in life, to a person and be like, hold that. Don't drop it. Don't lose anything. Just hold it. I'm going to leave you right here. I'll be back in 5 years. I'll be back in 15 years. And what? Stop putting your completeness and expectations on people who are not complete themselves and do not have the obligation to complete you. That's your job. So if you want people to respect you more, respect yourself more. If you want people to approach you who are of a certain level of value and integrity, be of value and integrity. The best people in your life that you deserve should mirror who you are and what you do and how you do it and your character. If the people that you spend most of your time around do not mirror your character and your integrity and your work ethic, I ain't even gonna say the rest. Like, y'all know where I'm going with this. It's simple. It's simple. Complete yourself, and you're gonna find a complete circle of people around you, opportunity around you, energy around you, peace around you, finances just in rotation around you. Abundance. My name is Shan. This is She Gets It Pod. It's Wednesday. I want to thank you guys for listening. Thank all you guys who peeped that my page has changed and made your way over to Shan B Poddin page. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate everybody that's new, that's finding the podcast. I've been finding some new fulfilling podcasters and podcasts to listen to. So I've been listening to a lot of new podcasts. So yes, I am a podcaster of many podcasts, and I also listen to podcasts. And I just feel richer in my brain. I feel motivated. I feel focused. We're coming up on the end of the year. I'm not a resolution type woman. I've never gone out for New Year's. Again, something I would rather do with my husband and not a man friend or a boyfriend. One of those things. What do I want to say before I get out of here? I did a Zoom on Saturday with the girls. Shout out to the Rosie Perspective, where we did like vision boards. So that was cute. Thank you for inviting me to that. We did Loudmouth Stereo on Sunday night, the holiday do's and don'ts. So please check out Loudmouth Stereo podcast on your favorite podcast app. That is my other podcast with Greg from Young Black and Bothered podcast. We do that recording on stereo. Our nights is usually Saturday, but because I had to do the visual Zoom on Saturday, I pushed it back to Sunday. So I hope you guys enjoy enjoyed that episode. On Friday, I have the show with Dungeon on Stereo, the Real Relationship Report podcast, where we're talking about a good one. We're talking about intimacy and the different types of intimacy that you can have with a person, because a lot of people don't even peep the levels of intimacy that make a relationship great. So we'll be talking about that. There will be another episode on Friday. I'm trying to get all of the episodes out for the week of Christmas before that week, because I know a lot of people are going to be out, just to schedule them in. So I will be recording this upcoming weekend. But other than that, I wish you guys the best. Have a very safe Wednesday. Drive safe. This is a time where people are daydreaming. People are stressed. People are under a lot of pressure. So please drive safe. Be safe getting into your cars. If you're Christmas shopping, the trunk of your car with gifts, people will pop trunks. So just be mindful of the times you shop, where you park, where your protection is, all of that good mess. Don't walk to your car alone in the parking lot. If you're going to a party, have somebody walk you to your car. Stay safe, be aware, all of that shit. And also, please don't stress yourself over these gifts. If you're not a child, if you don't have children, you shouldn't be stressing yourself over gift buying for people, because the reality is shit is expensive and the bills don't stop just because it's Christmas. So be real with yourself. Don't get into debt over buying gifts. Watch what you eat, because this is another month where people be putting on pounds. I know I gained a little bit eating Thanksgiving food, so I'm having Christmas at my house for the first time this year with some friends. So that should be interesting. These fools got me cooking rice and peas, and I'll be the first to tell you that my family is from a Jamaican heritage, and I prefer jasmine rice, plain rice, over rice and peas. But my American friends want rice and peas, so I will be calling Jenny from the block for her to step me through step by step on these goddamn rice and peas. I know I gotta soak the peas overnight, but as far as like the coconut milk and the rice and all of that jazz, honey, what? So we gonna see how this does. Other than that, I appreciate you guys listening to She Gets a Pod. If you're going through it, okay? If you're going through it out there, just know you're going through it. Just know it ain't permanent. It ain't stuck. You ain't stuck. This ain't forever. It's an adjustment. It's going to make you better. It might feel like shit right now, but it's going to get better. Next thing going to be really worth it. And Destiny's a motherfucker sometimes. But anyway, deuces.